Alright, here we go. And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another SWG Prophecy video. Today, oh, see, I gotta mess around with this a little bit more. Today we are going to do some foraging. Simple. After yesterday's PvP, let's keep it simple. I'm gonna do this on my medic as well. So you can do foraging for many reasons. People like to do it for... You can either do it for treasure maps. So if you want to do a forage, it's very simple command, forage. You can also forage within city limits, so you got to get far away from the starport. Even though you've left the starport, I think you got to be a certain amount of way from it. You can also do it for lyase enzymes as well. Or you can do it for bait, for fishing. There's also a collection piece. I still can't do it here. That you can do with the foraging. So there's a lot of reasons why you can do foraging. Noobacca is my medic. Let me just give you an idea of his expertise here, just so you can understand. He's a melee medic, so I don't use any pistols on him. But I did all the healing. Most of the healing stuff. I really specialized him a little bit more in Beastmaster here for this, right? His medic specialization, though, I don't know why that. Yeah, reckless simulation. I wanted to get the stasis, obviously. Here's all your medic junk that we have here. It's kind of important, but his buffs are there as well. Alright, so let's move on. We got a forage, so we can do some foraging. You didn't find anything, so I'll typically tell you. So the buffs that I use are some entertainer buffs that you can get. I did luck and like harvesting resources and a little bit of movement because Noobacca is a big Wookie and he's a little slow. He's not finding anything out here, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice if he could find something. There's some macros that you can probably do. You found something, so what did I tell you? You found insect bait, so here's your bait. You'll probably get a lot of bait like this over time. The bait can be used for fishing. So people do like to do the fishing thing. You found an enzyme, so that's important. Green enzyme, random attribute expected 4. Since he is going to be my Beastmaster, you know, if I want basic stuff, we can do that. You really, your lyase enzymes you want are like 10 or 11 enzyme. Forage from bonus luck, you didn't find anything. Darn it. See, the luck helps out a little bit more. This is like the most boring thing in the world. But it's important because your treasure maps, you get decent items from there. See, treasure map, perfect, cool. Here's your treasure map, that's exactly what we want. I think I did a video at one point in time doing treasure maps, but those are good. Those are nice treasure maps, and you can actually do stuff with the treasure maps. You might actually get some decent treasure. You could get Sith holocrons, Jedi holocrons, stuff like that from your treasure. You get a lot of bounty hunter armor pieces. You get a lot of stat loot. You get a lot of collection pieces as well. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can get from foraging. But again, this is a very see, this is a very boring. You have to be careful because you don't want to run into a spawn of creatures as well. So if you're going to start foraging, make sure you start heading away from spawns and pray you find something. There's a lot of you didn't find anything on here. You could be here for many hours foraging. The other thing is if you want to AFK it, there is, you can find another enzyme, orange enzyme, 6. If you want to do this the right way, the best way to do this, there is a macro that you can do for foraging. Another enzyme, cool. Blue enzyme, 6. So we're not finding the best enzymes, but we're finding some enzymes. But yeah, there is a macro you can do to help you with the foraging. But if you're gonna do that, what you will need is you found a rare component, so you get these rare components sometimes, these passion fruits and stuff like that. I guess they're good for chefs, but yeah. So you will need like a truffle pig, as they call it, because he sniffs out the enzymes. But if you get the worm, probably more grub bait. Yes, there we go. But if you get like a worm or something, you got to make sure that's like a 90-point pet, because your truffle pig will actually take out that pet without any problems. Another enzyme. So we're getting decent enzymes here. Purple enzyme, 6. The enzyme seems to be 6. I don't know what if there's a certain planet that you get better enzymes on. I'm just focusing on Dantooine for now, just because the treasure maps are best on Dantooine. Ironically enough, I haven't gotten a lot of those. I mean, you don't have to move far. Yeah, there's just some weird macros you can do. It's like some sort of like, you do like a quick like dance and then another rare component. Keelba green. So you get all this weird stuff. If you have a diner, that would be kind of neat, right? If you get that stuff for a diner. I have a diner sitting somewhere in this galaxy. Matter of fact, I think it's on Dantooine, but I got 2 of them from the trading card game, and I sold one. It got me good credits, so whoever wanted it, wanted it. You found a rare component, so there you go. Green vegetable known for texture and nutritional value. So isn't that cool? So like, yeah, you get all these weird things. They're good for chefs, I guess, for what they want. They're not collection pieces. Another rare component. You're getting a lot of rare components, so more of these passion fruit stuff. A lot of the rare components there. Like I said, a very, 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 very boring video. But it shows you what you would do normally. While you're here. Another rare component. And you got like different stuff on different planets as well. This is all the Dantooine stuff. You could probably go on other planets and forage on other planets. So you get bonus from luck and you don't get anything. Funny. We can try foraging on other planets if we want, I guess. We can see what happens, right? Maybe planet hop a little bit. You found something for luck. I don't know what it was. It looked like insect bait to me. Another rare component. More greens. Another rare component. Rabble fruit. So you get, sometimes you get all these rare components. Sometimes you get nothing. You found an enzyme, so you get a yellow enzyme here. It's at 9. That's not, oh sorry, it's a, oh, it turned yellow and then went to dark blue. That's interesting. That's a 9. A 9's not bad. You can probably use that later on. I'd focus on 10s and 11s if you can. If you get an 11. I am within city limits again? Really? Oh wow. I had no idea. Yeah, but if you get an 11, yeah, that's where you get stuff. But just to show you, maybe we can do some on other places. I used to forage on the beaches in Naboo. That always seemed to always have a lot of good luck for me. So maybe we can go there, but I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. Dude, my stream just went on me and I'm not even doing anything. Sometimes I think you gotta move like 5 meters or some nonsense like that. And then forage, you can forage, I think it's like every 5 meters or so. Basically just a few steps. See? I think a few steps there and it's still doing it. I think it's like a few steps more. But you can keep foraging. Haven't found the worm yet. I guess that's good. Worm bait. Worm bait, ironically enough. Found another rare component. More junk. But most people, you know, they'll take this and they'll actually, you know, they'll make their foraging macro. Now, I guess if you want to see what the foraging macro is, let's see if we can do it. See if I can find a foraging macro. Give me a second. More worm bait. See if I can find a foraging macro. Give me a second. So there is see if I can do this. I don't know how the copy paste is gonna work here, but so here is probably the best one you're gonna get on your forage. The only problem is if you hit into water, you're gonna have a problem. So, but let's try it anyway. Let's call it macro. Funny. Let's call it forage. I think that's what we want. Perfect. So like we have forage, you basically do a forage, pause 5, prone, pause 5.5, stand, pause prone, stand, prone, stand, prone, stand. It's probably what you're going to have the best here. Let's make this into, I don't even know what we want to call this. What probably won't make too much of a difference, right? Let's find something cool. Looks like maybe a forager. Maybe something like that. Sure. Okay. So here's your forage, and that's what it looks like. Wow. That's amazing. I'm definitely gonna need a truffle pig for that one. Aha! So we can do this, by the way. So here's a foraging worm. So you're gonna have to take out the foraging worm while we're at it. So here's one of your worms. It will be for, yes, I'm a Wookie medic. So now we run into that problem, right? So we can do that. But that's fine. The only problem you might have is you might run into see, you're too close to your last foraging location. So let's go ahead and modify this, because probably what's happening here, you kick off a forage, pause prone, stand, prone, stand, stand, prone, stand, prone. I feel like that there was supposed to be an extra it's doing too many forages, but it's not. I don't see it. It's just strange. Okay. Regardless, so let's keep going with this. So there's your macro. I've never tried it with a macro like this. This is new to me. Got a violet enzyme. Let's see what that looks like. It's an 8. Orange is a 3. Vot beans, there we go. But you're getting a lot of like collection stuff here. I chose this Wookie because he has the most in his inventory. I feel like he's doing too many forages. I don't know why. I'm not seeing it on the macro. Let me just see if I find it on the macro again if I look at it. So we got a macro called forage. He's doing a forage. Pause 0.5. Prone. Stand. Prone. Stand. Prone. Stand. Prone. Stand. Prone. Stand. Prone. It's just a very, very, very quick macro. But this will really take you into like some weird. This will give you some good stuff if you just keep this macro going like that. I guess because my Wookie's so tall, it just says you're too close to your last foraging location. The only downside to this is you could get stuck. See, look what's happening. He's stuck. He's literally stuck. He can't move anywhere else for now because he's stuck on a tree. What is he stuck on? He got stuck on a tree. He's stuck on a tree or he's stuck on the edge of the map? No, we want to go down this way, but I don't want to go down that way if I don't have to. He just got stuck on a... He just got stuck on a tree. That's the only disadvantage is you might run into that. You've already foraged. Wow. Not even being close. It just says I've already foraged there. So that's why you want to go onto like a place like the beach where you don't have any like NPCs and stuff like that. Because here's what's happening now. Is that, yeah, I'm getting close to my forage location. In a spot like where you are with Dantooine, you're going to run into something like this. You're going to run into trees. You're going to run into animals and weird stuff. I feel like he's not moving. Why is he not moving? He's moving. He's just moving very close. There's another forage. Hold on. If you really want a different forage, there's a different one. Let me see if I can find the other one. So what they did say, this might be one too much. Let's do this though. There's a different one you can do. Helps you out a little bit more. Lyase. 9. We got some good 9s on there. Do another. Let's do this instead. There was another one apparently that's a little bit better. So we can mess around with this macro a little bit. Macro forage. This does a little bit more pausing and doesn't go as... It's not... It's maybe a little bit longer, but it might do a little bit... Might go a little bit better. So we're going to try this one out because I have a taller character. I don't like that. I don't like that. feel like the one I had before gave you more. There's also another one you can do if you want to really do this. You could do like a dance, pause, dance, pause, dance, pause. Yeah, I guess the one I had before is the one that we need. Alright, cool. I'm gonna take that one in, for example. We're gonna add that one because that one seemed to work the best for him, for the Wookiee. This one is a little too long. That will get you least amount of results. So let's say I stand here. We could do some foraging here. Ah, so we got another worm here. Cool. So that's what you got to be careful of as well. And I got a rare loot chest out of it. Oh, that's funny. Well, let's open up the rare loot chest and see what's there. Alright, so we got... Oh, cool. We got 3 things. Nice. We got a Rebel Alliance target dummy controller. Cool. Proton chair. And schematic animal hide rack style. Here's the other thing we got. That is funny. I wasn't expecting that. A nice collection. Nice rare loot chest. I guess that makes sense. I feel like the Wookiee's not really doing too much. He's not moving as much as I'd like him to move, but I guess it works. It seems to go a little bit quicker. I thought there was like maybe like more prones and stands before he actually did a forage, but it seems like he's only doing like 3 or 4 prones with stands and then a forage after that. But that was good. Completed collection, 5 rare loot chests. Cool. That's what I needed to see. So we got this this thing. So you got the proton chair. Cool. That's nice. And that Rebel Alliance, was it Rebel Alliance target dummy? Cool. Sometimes you find something, sometimes it's just nothing. But yeah, this is what you got. For now. We can keep going with this foraging stuff. I didn't find anything. Now I'm getting into a bit of a... This is the only downside, is that if you're going towards like a lake of some sort or something, you got to be extremely careful. To get a lyase here, what is it, an 8? So I'm getting a lot of 8 and 9 lyases, which is nice. Definitely want like a 10 no, 10 or 11. Those will be very useful for Beastmasters. Another enzyme. As you can see, you got 6 now. I mean, I'll probably use them for whatever. Maybe I can actually use them for some actual pets. I don't know. just like some cheap pets for entertainers who might need it. Oh, you're too close to your last foraging location. Another enzyme. So we're finding lots of enzymes here. That's cool. A 1. Great. Some of them are very useless. I'll probably save most of the 9s for when I make better. More movement. Great. Okay, it's a savage worm. Might have already added a savage worm to my collection. It's the only downside to this is now I gotta dump my macro. Yeah. You can always put the macro on a toolbar if you want. Nothing fancy from this though. But so you can see what your collection is going to be. There is a like foraging collect. I think it's a Slayer collection. Is it? Yeah, foraging worm. And what you get is forage worm trophy. So you got like a whole bunch of these different worms. You can find them usually on different planets. But this is your best bet for foraging. It's really boring. If you have the truffle pig, I would really recommend doing that. You know, you're gonna get a full inventory very quickly within probably an hour or so. Another angry worm now. So the worms are really coming about. I just lost all my medic buffs, but that's okay. This is a part of collection. That's okay because I can kick them all off again. Yeah, I don't have like a big amount of medic buffs. I think it's like 30 minutes. I actually kicked them off right before I started this video. You found something. You found an enzyme. Cool. And now you got some beast dye too. That was nice. 3. Eh. You didn't find anything. But yeah, this is your video to foraging, guys. I mean, this is exactly what you get when you forage. So you've seen everything so far. You've seen the enzymes. It's a green enzyme. So let's see what the green enzyme's about. 5. You've seen some enzymes. You've seen some rare components for like chefs and stuff like that. You've seen a treasure map. I got a treasure map. And you also saw a rare loot chest, which got me these 3 lovely items. So yeah, we'll do a little bit more here. Treasure map doesn't make too much of it. I mean, I guess the treasure map is nice. Seems like my macro is actually killing my my stream a little bit. Ah, treasure map. See, there you go. Found another treasure map. Perfect. You're too close to your last foraging location. Too funny. You found something. And you keep going. Then get up a hill. This you might either get far further as you prone up the hill, or you might not get anything. Where am I? Wow, I'm not even close to the edge of the map. I mean, you could literally be here for so long. You found something cool, right? I mean, this looks fun. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do, and that's it. And you keep going. You might run into a tree. I probably could go through this tree. Yeah. Looks like I can go through this one. It's the big trees that you can't go through that makes it a little bit worrisome. Ah, more movement. Cool. What kind of worm is this? A brutal worm. Cool. Thanks, brutal worm. Alright. And dark blue enzyme. So what kind of enzyme was that anyway? That may not have been a lyase. That may have been a ISO. It's 86 ISO, which is really nice. Typically, if I'm doing, found another enzyme too. Typically, if I'm doing something like that, so 9, so that's a dodge on 9, cool. If I'm doing ISOs, if I'm making a creature for myself, I try to stay anything above 88. We got another enzyme. Wow, we're full of enzymes today. I try to stay anything above 88 when I'm keeping the ISOs 88% or more. However, you may luck out and you may get an 89 percentage. I've had a few of those happen. But this is your best macro here. So as you can see, we got the macro going on. Just so you guys can see what kind of stuff I have. I don't have a lot of the good stuff here. However, I got a crit hit reduction, dodge chance, and healing potency. Object creator, Vixen Kitten. How about that? I think that Erotica. I think that came from you, but somebody else gave this to me at one point in time. I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but somebody Void Wolf. Yeah, I don't know who Void Wolf is, but somebody gave me a nice Constitution Luck Precision stuff for medics. But glancing blow increase, glancing range, and then healing potency. Essentially, I'm a melee medic now. So if you look at this here, you got the shirt, and I forgot exactly what. The same thing: crit hit reduction, dodge chance, healing potency. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff. We got the lyase. Here's the lyase for 8, 5, and there's some more fruit. Another lyase. 4. The only problem here is if you just want to do something, you would actually have to go on a flat planet to do this without any trees. If you're going to do this and fall asleep, and let it happen overnight, or at least around towards a flat surface. This way you don't get stuck on anything. So you don't have a lot of houses. Beaches are normally the spot to do that. That's the best place. You just go straight line across the map. And don't touch anything. So going across planets could be very difficult. So for example, if you're going to do that, maybe you can go up here. But even there, look at this. You probably have houses up here. So you're probably going to run into a lot of shrubbery and homes and stuff like that. But yeah, beaches along a map of Naboo or something like that are the best way to do it. Or Yavin. Yavin has absolutely nothing. You might luck out and get across a beach. I don't know though. That one's a little bit difficult. Naboo is, I think, the best place because it's more of an even beach surface along the way. You don't have to worry about any houses on the beach, and you don't have to worry about running into anything on the beach either, other than just some random NPCs. Tatooine might be good too, if you find a flat spot on Tatooine, because you're not going to have a lot of trees and stuff like that there. You just got to be careful with the type of NPCs you run into. So, for example, if you go towards the northeast part of Tatooine, you're going to run into a lot of crate dragons, and you don't want to run into crate dragons. But you know, there's other places there too. Got another violet enzyme. 11. That's a nice enzyme. That is exactly the one you want. You want an 11 enzyme. You got a mysterious data disk. You got an 11 enzyme. That is about, and it's violet too. That is about the perfect enzyme that you can get, because people want those 11s like that, and yeah, they really use them for stuff like uh, making mutations and stuff for certain beasts. So that really is a good enzyme. You could probably sell that for a pretty penny. And eventually I'll show you what it is like to do Beastmaster and how it is to create something. I didn't do anything yet with one, but maybe we luck out with something. Hey, so here's your 11 violet enzyme right here. Right to a 6. We'll give it a few more. We'll get to about 50 and then we're gonna stop at that point. I don't want to make this too long of a video. It's just boring. Foraging, more foraging, more foraging. You know, you're just basically watching me as I'm talking. Nothing crazy. It's getting late anyway, so. Here's another enzyme. What kind of luck did we get on that one? A 9 for green. Okay. We're getting good 9s. By the way, what was the 11 for anyway? Random attributes affected 11. Doesn't say what kind. 9. This actually gives you an attribute though. Fair enough. You found another enzyme. This is a purple. Yeah, 1. Green, 2. I mean, I probably could end it here, and I might just do that in a minute or two. We'll give about a minute. Alright, yeah, I think that's it. So, that's cool. So yeah, there you go. This is how you forage. I mean, I showed you the command to do forage. And if you forgot what it was, it's just /forage. And you can do something like that. I showed you the macro. If you want to see what the macro is again, I'll show it to you again. This is probably your best macro that you're going to have. So you can find us in SWG. Just type in SWG forage in Google. But you got a forage, pause 0.5 prone, pause 0.5 stand, pause 0.5 prone, stand, prone, stand. You do a lot of prone and stands there, and you eventually kick off the forage macro again. And the things you get is you get lyase items like this, or like that, 11, right? You get mysterious data disk, and you get rare components, So you can get like fruit and stuff like this, kind of cool stuff. You also get some bait. So, and you also get one of these worms. So perfect timing. You can get one of these worms as well. Territorial worm. So they kick off if you. I would really highly suggest that you get a truffle pig to sniff out your enzymes. Maybe I'll show you guys that once I make one. And not only did see here's the ice, so it's 82%, not too bad. Not only that, but you get your mysterious data disc, you get your treasure maps, and yeah, and then you got rare loot. I had a rare loot thing happen about 25 minutes in, and these are the rare loot items that I got out of it. Kind of cool. And there you go. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any comments or questions. I try to answer everyone that I can. A lot of SWG stuff going on now. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell notification to know when I go live or when I upload a video. Go ahead and subscribe to some characters, Facebooks, Instagrams, Twitter for the channel. And if you want to leave a donation for for me playing a video game, feel free to do that as well. I could always take one. I play this for free for your entertainment and for mine, though. Not necessary to donate for anything. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And until the next one, may the force be with you, and I will see you then.